Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's session. Today, I have a very special guest. Her name is Callie, and I think we've known each other for maybe a year. And I think the first or second time we met online, I told Callie that she's magical, and she really does many, many interesting things. And I will let her just to maybe dive in deeper and explain to us what is it that she does and her background and all that. And she's gonna do some of her magic on us today. So stay tuned. Even those of you who are watching the replay, Kylie is gonna be doing some work on the group. So really, you're gonna benefit from this replay. So yeah, thank you so much. And Kylie, yeah, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself more properly? And yeah, take over.
Greetings, everyone. So happy to be with you today. And I'm tuning in from Hawaii, the magical land of Hawaii. Specifically, I'm in a place called Kealakekua, and Kealakekua actually means pathway to the gods. And it's this one specific spot in the Hawaiian Islands that all the kahunas, who are the spiritual leaders, would canoe like thousands of years to this exact spot where I am right now. I'm literally looking at the bay. I'm actually going to move the camera just so you can actually get a picture of it. And I'm just going to move you around so you can actually look at where it is. And the bay is just literally right there. That's the bay. Kealakekua Bay. And like I said, it means pathway to the gods. And it is to be known by all the spiritual leaders as the most powerful and place in all of the Hawaiian Islands. And I know it to be a portal. And how I know that it's to be a portal is I've literally, well, first of all, if you don't know me, my name is Callie Kares, and I have been an energy worker for 30 years. And I actually was born with still remembering who I am. And my job is to remind you of who you are. And that is, you are a spiritual being having a human experience. And I am so blessed to be able to tap into the spiritual world. I call it the real World Wide Web, unified field. And I'm able to be there almost constantly at the same time as being here. Like, so I'm not divided, but I'm in my divinity. So if that makes sense. So I can literally at any time be able to go into the unified field and ask questions, and then hear the questions and or hear the answers to what the answer is to that. So I feel very, very, very blessed. And just so you know, we are all able to do that, but we have forgotten who we are. And so that is my number one job, is to remind you that you are a spiritual being. So with that being said, coming back to where I am here, so that's what I want to do today, is to tap into the unified field, to bring that in. And when I was talking about the portal down there, so when I was so I've been since a little girl. First time I stepped my feet onto the Hawaiian Islands, I knew it was home. And many people feel that when they come here, they're either sucked in or spit out. And I was sucked in just even as a preteen. And I looked at my mom and I was like, why are we leaving? And she's like, because we got to go back home. I'm like, but this is home. And this is yeah. So, and that was on Oahu. That's the biggest population of Hawaii, because Hawaiian Islands is actually a strand of Hawaiian Islands. This is the big island where I'm at, which is the biggest island of the Hawaiian Island. And I'm sharing this with you so you understand it's the most southern island. And in Kealakekua, there is literally a portal. How do I know this? I have seen dolphins come out of this portal and being completely transparent and jumping out of the water. And as they jumped out of the water, they looked like glass, and the water just poured over them. So that's how I could see them. And then they came to me and they gave me initiations, and I've been initiated over and over by not only by the bottlenose dolphins, but the Hawaiian dolphins, but also the pilot whales and the humpback whales. And I have been blessed to be able to spend significant time with them, and to the point where they've literally come into my room holographically and woken me up and invited me to baby births. And I have the reason that, and I've asked them why I was chosen, and they said many people have been chosen, but only few follow, and that they have been working with me all these years because I have followed them, and because I have connected with them, because I have cherished them and honored them and taken their wisdom, the whale wisdom, and shared it with the world. Little backup story. At 20 years of age, I made a sacred agreement with the universe to be a servant in service to the world. And I was paralyzed, and I made that agreement on a Saturday night, and Sunday morning, my paralysis was instantaneously taken away. That story has been featured with our fellow luminaries like Lisa Nichols from the movie The Secret and Neil Donald Walsh from Conversation with God and things like that. But fast forward, because I have said that I'd be of service, and because I have been dedicated to this healing, I have been blessed to be able to bring these healings through to people where there has been instantaneous healings and rapid, if not instantaneous healings, physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially. And I'm here today to bring those to you. The reason that the whales have been working with me, especially the babies have been brought to me, is to birth the new earth. We are in ascension time right now. This is the time for us to come together. Everything that is going on is for us to remember that we are powerful beings and that we are limitless. And so, and I have been through hell and back. I have been through the mud. And I know that every single time that I've gone through the things that I've gone through, it's been like a contract that these people have come into my life so that I remember that I am a powerful being. And again, I'm here to remind you and to bring these frequencies to you so that you can remember that you are a powerful being and that you are limitless. So let's get down to doing a grounding in and coming into a place of openness so that we can bring in the energies that need to come in for us as a group collectively today. We are blessed that it's a full moon, and we're also blessed that I have been actually with the whales just yesterday, and and they were just infusing me and with preparing me for you and preparing you for this. And so I'm going to invite you all to put your feet on the ground if they're not already on the ground. And if it's safe to do so, if you're driving, pull over, or else listen to this later, make sure that it's safe. And just make sure that you're safe, that you're going to do this. So if you're listening to the replay or if you're live right now, make sure that you're safe and can do this. So what I'm going to be doing is leading you through a grounding. As I go through this grounding, there may be things that come up that the group is holding as a collective, because we are all one. We're all one. So as I work through my stuff and have worked through my stuff, not that saying I'm perfect, stuff still comes up and I got to work through it. But as I work and clear, and as the whales and the dolphins and all of the other healings that I've had clear me, then it makes me the clear vessel to be able to share this with you. So I'm really honored to bring you through this. I'm being guided right now to start. And so I invite you to take a couple of deep breaths into your belly, in through your nose and out through your nose. As you exhale, just imagine yourself coming into this perfect moment where there's nothing else but you and this moment, and everything else is just void. Breathing deeply into your belly as it rises like a balloon and your belly button lifting up. And as you exhale, bringing your belly button into your spine. And now asking you to take 3 deep breaths, and on the exhale, exhale through your mouth. And on the exhale, make a noise. And that noise can be, remember, you're muted right now, so it doesn't, you're not going to affect anything. So whether it's a hum or anything else you just feel, just come in through the nose, out through the mouth. Breathing in life and expansion, and releasing any contractions. One last time. Now you're invited to breathe normally as we grow roots from the bottom of your feet down into Mama Earth, into the center of the molten earth, connecting to Mama Earth, giver of all life here on earth. And as we connect to the middle of the molten earth, we now invite the heavenly skies to bring down a golden light, whatever light feels good for you, or whether it's white or indigo. But I see a golden light right now coming down from the heavens above, coming to our crown chakra. And as it touches our crown chakra, it cleanses, balances, and activates the crown chakra. And then coming down to our third eye, clearing and cleaning, activating and balancing the third eye. Down to our throat, clearing, really clearing, activating and balancing the throat chakra. And now coming into our heart center and cleaning and clearing any constrictions there, anything that is not of love and light and divinity. Releasing that, activating it, coming in a complete balance. I'm just going to spend some extra time cleaning and clearing at this moment. And I'm going to share as I'm just staying here, because our heart is a muscle, the same as our bicep or our thighs or any other muscle in our body. And our hearts don't break. They're like another muscle in our body where when we work it out, it actually tears. So when we work out our heart through any kind of issues that we have of the heart, it actually grows our heart to love more and receive more. So any thoughts about having brokenhearted over something, please release that now, forever and for always, because our heart is here to grow, to receive love, and to give love. As it's balanced, activated and balanced, I want you now to grow roots from your heart as well, going down through your body all the way down to the bottoms of your feet and connecting to the roots, to Mama Earth. Beautiful. Now we're coming down to the solar plexus. Okay, so solar plexus, we are cleaning, clearing, and activating you and bringing you in complete balance. Knowing that we are worthy of all great things, that we are worthy of life, we are worthy of our sovereignty. We claim our sovereignty now. Okay, this is big for the group right now. We really are claiming our sovereignty, bringing in the light, cleaning and clearing all things that felt like it stabbed us in the gut over our life. Anything that, like a sucker punches, which I've never even said that word before, it just came through. Bringing the golden light or whatever color light there for you and just illuminating you into your divinity. Lots of clearing going on here. Wow, great. Receive, receive, receive. You are worthy of receiving. You are worthy of all beautiful, magical, the magic that is here for us, the miracles that are here for us, the manifestation that is here for us. It is literally all around us. All we have to do is claim it to receive it. And I claim this on behalf of all of you right now here. Your divine selves, which that's all you are. That's all we are. We are one with all divinity. We are one with the divine. We are divine. Okay, beautiful. Good job. For now, I'm moving down into our Hera, into our creative womb area. And if you're a male, you have creation here too. This is where you create life as well as you spill your seeds to create life. And for us women, we're holding life, whether or not you've given birth or hold or not given birth, it doesn't matter. This is our creative center. Breathing into it, bringing the light into it, activating it, balancing, clearing, balancing, clearing, balancing, clearing, going on all the areas of the womb. And just lighting it up. And I just see it pulsating, very much like the artwork behind us with the magic going on. You just see all the sparkles. I just see the sparkles in that area, bringing in the infinity sign. Know that the infinity sign is the most powerful healing sacred geometry that you can use for anything, whether you get hit on the arm or emotionally in the heart or in the solar plexus or wherever you feel it. Bring the infinity sign, do it in all directions. Oh, beautiful. Now bringing the golden light down to the root chakra. Cleaning, clearing, activating, and balancing the root chakra. Bringing that root chakra right down with a huge, huge trunk. I'm seeing like a big palm tree trunk right now. It's coming through from the root chakra. It's just basically you're sitting on a root of the palm tree, just going right into the earth. spreading over the whole earth, going deep, deep into the earth, but spreading over the whole surface of the earth, all the roots connected to all the other trees and all the lands. And here come the whales. Oh, we're so glad. If you see spiritual tears coming down my eyes, if you're watching this, if you open your eyes, I'm not asking you to open your eyes, but if you do, just know that that is spirit working through me. It happens all the time, and it really happens when my beautiful guides come through to me. And they're just asking me to let you know that they carry the Schumann resonance, and that is the heartbeat of the earth. And the heartbeat of the earth, of the Schumann resonance, this is scientific, like this is neuroscience. It's literally proven that our brains, when we connect and get into the pulse of the earth, that our nervous system is then regulated. And also the whales hold all the earth together by bringing the Schumann resonance of each landmass through their bodies and connect us through the waters. So again, to unify us together as one, because we are powerful, more power, we are infinitely powerful together. Just asking for a message for us for this and where to be guided through. And that was the message, was that you all needed to know that the Schumann resonance is the heartbeat of the earth, and to connect to that. So your nervous system, because it all comes down to our nervous system of being in a place of rest, in a place of balance, a place to be able to be in your divinity. And when we go into fear, we release the fear, we give that, we let it go and know that it is not true. It is it is truly I see a word, but I can't say the word. But basically just think that it is a veil put over our minds and our bodies. Fear is not to be eaten or drank or bought. Just let it go. It is not for us. It is the opposite of what we want. We want to stay in the love, the joy, and the empowerment, where the illumination is divinity. And that is when we stay there, manifestation can happen instantaneously. And I've seen it happen for myself and for so many clients. I'm bringing in symbols, and it is the flower of life is coming in, and it is coming through the crown chakra, and it's coming down through each chakra. We're being blessed and initiated with that. Each chakra, so the crown, third eye, the throat, the heart, solar plexus, sacral, and the root, and then all the way down to the bottoms of our feet and into our hands. I'm going to ask you all to rub your hands right now. Bring the heat into your hands and then put them on our heart. With the intention to connect with all life forms that is below us, above us, around us, and filling our energy field, also known as our aura, filled with this cleansing, clearing, activating, and balancing, and letting go of anything that is not highest good for our body, mind, or soul, that is now leaves our energy field. So that's your personal energy field, but also our collective energy field of all of us here that is watching live or on the replay. And then also our humanity field, then that we set the intention that everybody remembers who they are, that we are here as divine spirits having a human experience, and that everything that we have had happen into our life has brought us on our journey to remind us who we are. Breathe into that. Release. Bring your hands down to your lap or whatever makes what feels right for you. And before I finish this journey that we're on right now, I want you all to know that we can put a beautiful protection around ourselves by imagining a two-way mirror, so a reflective mirror that reflects out. And each and every day, when you wake up in the morning, and you put your feet on the ground, that you put that protection around you with the intention of the only thing that can come in through that has to be good for your highest, for your body, mind, and spirit. And any energies that are not of the highest good for your personal body, mind, and spirit, that they get reflected back to the universe to be recycled and used to the highest good of all. So it is, and so it is, and so it shall be. I invite you back into this. I'm going to take a little sip of water. And so I'm just coming back. I just need a moment to just get to land. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to be doing a healing with our beloved Tracy that's with us here today. And as I do that healing on her specifically, just know that it's also working with you. And because again, we are the collective. And so she's already given me permission to go into her energy field before the call started. And that's very important to get permission. Thank you, Vanessa. I'm glad that that was beautiful for you. I appreciate you seeing that. And just know that this healing is for everyone, and she is like a representation of everyone here and also everyone in the world. So before I start that, I want to share with you that it came through that was so important about the solar plexus and claiming our sovereignty and our divinity. And I want to let you know that when I work with people and they do that, claiming it, that magic happens. I had a client just a couple of months ago, the day after she did that, $8,000 showed up in her crypto wallet out of nowhere. And she actually traced it back to where it came from. And they said, we're not missing any money, just keep it. Then the same week she did she does online trading, and the most she'd ever traded before was $1,200. And that week she traded and did a $6,000 trade. And so that's just one client. Another client, I literally did the same thing, and she saw what was going on in a relationship that she wasn't seen before, and she was empowered enough. And we actually were on the phone today, and she was just saying how significant of her claiming her sovereignty is. And I want you to know that that is a big part of me knowing where we need to go to pull back your soul. That's why people call me a soul surgeon, is literally pull back your whole and like let go of the contracts that you have with that we have made
We've all made contracts. I had contracts that I've had to end, and they were they have been the biggest lessons. I have learned PhDs in a lot of things from the contracts that I've had. And I'm also done with all those contracts so that I can live in the flow and divinity and beauty and richness and all the yumminess of life. So I just want you to know that that is possible for you too. And know that there's nothing, like there's no judgment in being in those places, because I've been through it. I've been through divorce. I've been like, stalked and shot and all of those things. And I'm in a place of being like, thank you. Those were exactly what I needed so that I can be the person that I am today for all of you. And also the rest of that was back then, and I don't need those hard lessons anymore. So you don't need these hard lessons either, as long as you remember who you are. So that is where I'm wanting you all to be, and that is truly where I want us to go. So Tracy, that is where I'm going to be taking you and the group through you. So thank you for being the vessel today. Thank you so much. And if I can just get you an acknowledgement, I can see you. If I can get an acknowledgement to your head, wonderful that you're ready. Beautiful. You too, sister. Love to you. And just so you know, I got my confirmation. I call them my God bumps. So I got those going on. And just know that everybody else is receiving at the same time here. Yeah. Rina, you're in charge of whatever happens with the video or whatever, because I got my eyes closed and I'm just doing my divine work right now. So I'm doing a scan over you, Tracy, right now, and I'm just pulling. There's a bunch of heaviness on your left side, and so everybody, our left side is our creative side and our feminine side, and so just know that this may not even be hers. It may be all of ours collectively. That she's carrying. It may be her children's. It could be like, because I work generational, gestational. I've gone back 12 timelines before. I've worked with star seeds, a lot of star seeds. Some people call them aliens. I've worked with them too. And I'm just clearing the left side of you right now. And I'm getting a very deep left eye. So that right here means seen from a feminine point of view. And I'm just clearing that right now. It doesn't feel physical. It feels very emotional, an emotional thing. So I'm releasing the emotions of being a female and also what females could be going through. That feels right. Yeah, that's a bit, it's a big one right now. So, just know that by me even carrying it, that it's being released. Like if I feel it, that means it's out. I just want to make sure that it's out of me too. So that's clear. So know that you will see things in a more, the feminine way of seeing things is literally seeing with love and seeing things. Okay, this what's coming through is when we are giving birth to anything, doesn't mean a child, birth to a business, birth to a home, birth to like our space that we're in and everything like that. There's two ways of going about it. We can see it as a man, like this is a task, or we can see it as the feminine way. And remember, we have feminine, masculine in all of us, right? So the masculine way of seeing thing is like, I got to get this done. The feminine way of seeing it is like, this is an act of love. This is an act of love, whether it's a business, whether it is a like a task. But when we come as an act of love, then we are being in our full divine fullness of, there's a lot coming through on this. I almost feel like I'm going to be doing a big write-up and sending it to you, Rina, to be putting on below here, because there's so much coming through. And I want to be like, mindful of our time together, but it's literally, there's so much about the divine feminine way to do things. And even like, again, if there's masculine watching or being a part of this, that there is each of us being in balance with our feminine and masculine. But it's like the difference between striving and thriving, and in the flow, in the feminine flow. Okay, clear. All right. So I'm being brought right down to the feet right now, instead of going down the body, I'm being right to the feet. And it's the same thing, showing up on the ground in the lightness and a dance. And I can literally see like little golden lights up underneath our feet, and just seeing, Tracy, you and everyone else, just to be light on our feet, and just know that there is, and I'm going to share this with you. I have been in a forest where I have had the forest fairies come to me as I was sitting there, and them coming and swirling all around in front of me and taking like, when I say a human form, I just like all of the leaves and all of the dust and the dirt came up and started, and sparkles, and started, and it made like a human form. Didn't turn into a human, but it made a human, like a physical body with arms and a head. And it danced in front of me. And that is the message, that we are supposed to be dancing in lightness, and in the magic of life. And that knowing that as we have our feet on this earth, that we can bring that magic through our feet and through our bodies. And I, just so you know, right now, I feel like I'm floating on a cloud right now. Literally, I'm floating, just floating. And that's the message to come through, is that it's so easy to float through life and bypass all of the potholes and just float over them, and just be like, yeah, that's a pothole. I'm not going in there. Yeah, that's there. Just gonna float over it. I'm gonna just dance around it. And that's just what's coming through. And yeah, so I'm feeling like the whole group, I'm just bringing us all up to float and to feel that, to get rid of the heaviness. So just feel the lightness, that we are light. That's what we are. We are refracting the light. So now I'm bringing that light and magic up from the feet, all the way up the legs, into our buttocks, our sacral area, just lighting everything up. Hips, up into the waist, the back. Okay, so now I'm bringing that golden white light and magic all the way up through each spinal cord, each vertebra, all the way up over the shoulders, up the cervical, all the way up into your medulla oblongata, which is also known as the, like it's a portal. And the portal is known as the gateway to God by, I think it's the Buddhists, and then Hindu. There's some of them that there's two different ways, but I'm going right into the medulla oblongata right now, and I'm cutting cords that were there. Just think of the matrix and how they plugged in. I'm just cutting those cords. They're cut. And now we are clear and clean to go up just right into the skull. Bringing all that magic into our brains so that we think about magic, that we think about life as a divine opportunity to remember who we are. I'm going to say that over and over. I want you to remember who you are. You're a spiritual being here on earth. And this is the time that we are here to come together and know that we are magical, that we can manifest anything. Letting go of some cords that have that are generational that are in the field right at the moment. I'm going back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's 6. We're cleared 6 generations. Bringing in the light. And I'm going to ask everyone, because it's coming through, and I've never asked this before, just so you know, and what I'm doing right now, I've never, each and every one is unique with every person and with every group that I work with. But I ask that tonight that you light a candle. And if you don't have a candle, get a flashlight or a match or something, or even turn on a special lamp. And thank that light as a representation of the generations that have brought you here, that you are representing a generational light of all the generations, 6 and farther back, but all of them. And the intention is to thank them for them being here on earth so that you can be here on earth, because you came through their portals, that they were there before you. And so that is a place of honoring and cherishing. And when you can do that, I'm cleared all of the traumas and dramas that have been attached to that. And then you can just be in the savoring the love and the birth of life that is attached through your lineage. And know that whether you have children or not, you are leaving a legacy with the work that you do here on this earth today and every day forward. May you walk in peace and joy, remembering that you are a divine being and that you have magic within you and around you, and that you are in alignment for this special time of ascension. And I honor you, cherish you, and bless you. We're complete. I would love to hear from Tracy if she felt any tingles or anything, or if any of that.
That was amazing. I am always the facilitator, so to have this spoken back to me, and I always connect with whales. Whale watching is one of my favorite things to do because I connect with them galactically. So that was, they came to me throughout this whole presence. So thank you. And to do more work on the left side of me because I did shatter my leg and my wrist a few years back. And I know that's the female side, so thank you for clearing up some lineage there. Yeah, it's very peaceful. And I just feel like out of the matrix, but in another dimension that I am free and flowing and doing my journey work. Thank you.
Yay, beautiful. What kind of work do you do? Please share. That's
I
just
am, I specifically, I'm an energy worker, light worker, but I have honed it into working with high performing professionals because I'm a New York, New Jersey girl. So I go in on the professional end and then I blast out about their soul, why they're here, and we're cleansing and how to live into it. And we're all connected. And everything that you said is like everything I was talking about all day. So it's nice to have it come back to me. So that's yeah, it's all about remembering who we are at a soul level. I speak it every day and to raise the collective consciousness. So
beautiful. Well,
that's
thank you
my
for
work.
stepping forward and allowing me to use you as a vessel for not only for you to receive, but for us all to receive. And you were very open, and I'm glad that you're still floating. And yes, the galactic, like, you know, like I talked about the portal of having the dolphins come through. And I forgot to share that after they came through, they took human form, like they took their form in front of me, like the Matrix. So I saw,
Nice.
and they literally started going like the grayish color that they are from the nose all the way to the tail in front of me. So I watched them take form from the
That's so
portal.
cool.
Yeah. So
Last
yeah.
time I went out whale watching, I had said to the captain before we went out, I asked him, how often do you see whales actually breach where they do a full jump? And he's like, yeah, it's not that often. At the end of that trip, he never docked. I've never seen a captain dock a boat so fast. And he ran to make sure he spoke to me. He goes, you've got some pull-up stairs, don't you? Because not only did we see one, but nobody in the boat had to move because the whole boat was surrounded and the moms would bring their calves in. And the entire trip, we were just surrounded by dolphins and whales. And it was quite magical. And I knew because I called it in. But everybody was like, and it was just, it's so exhilarating because it does hit me to the core and I love it. So thank you for bringing the whales today too.
Well, you're welcome. So let's stay in touch because there's not a lot of people that I know that have a sacred connection with the whales. Like I said, they've literally come to my room and holographically said, there's a baby being born today down in the bay. And, you know,
Cool.
and
That's exciting.
So
okay. Yeah, absolutely.
So please do. And my connection, if you don't, it's Callie Kares, and Kares is with a K, K-A-R-S. I don't see it here on
I see it on there and I'm wondering, we might already be friends on here, but I'm not sure, but
oh, great.
I'll look.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
It's funny. Have these
Wonderful.
connections and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's who that is. I love it. That's amazing.
Yay. So
Good.
thank you,
That was
Rina, so
beautiful.
much. Yay.
Yeah, everybody's amazing. Thank you, Rina.
Yeah, thank you, Rina, for allowing me to bring this in for everyone today. Do you have any feedback for you?
So yeah, thank you so much for doing this. It was amazing. So I could feel like under my feet something swimming, especially when you started talking about whales. And the energy was really interesting because I can feel energy really, really well. And so, yeah, it was a very, very beautiful experience. And I had to cough through it as well. So some of you know, like when I really start coughing, it's really all deep stuff that's coming out. I don't know if it was mine or for the group, but there was a big shift. I felt like something released from the solar plexus area. So yeah, I'm so happy to hear that Tracy and Callie, you have something in common. There are no coincidences. So as always, and thank you everybody who was here. So Callie's, I'm gonna also, when I publish this video, I'm gonna publish some of Kali's contact details in case you want to stay in touch. I was reading here that some of you want to rewatch this replay 3 times. Yes, please do. The healing is going to go deeper and deeper. And so, yeah, Kali is very magical and she's joined us from Hawaii. It's like literally the other side of the world for me. And yeah, reach out to her and yeah, maybe new beautiful friendships are also being built here today. So yeah. Any parting words, Callie, from you?
Well, I want to reflect back to you about the solar plexus. That was really, really big. And like I said, the work that I do with people is about claiming their sovereignty. And that was a lot of tension in that area. And that is so important. And when we do that, when we claim our sovereignty and get rid of all of the cords that are holding us, or the contracts and the things that are holding us back, I just see the incredible magic happen. And, you know, and I've worked with all people of all, young and old, and, you know, celebrities and all of that stuff. And it's worked for everybody. I've worked with women in transition homes, and I've seen it happen with them. And, you know, like where all of a sudden a car gets gifted to them where they have nothing, and then just things like that. So I just want people to know how powerful this is when we claim our power.
Yes, and especially also perhaps to add, when you were working on the left-hand side, I also could feel a lot being released from the spine. Like the way I see our past, it's almost like I always say it's like this open parachute behind. And so when we do this work, we clear it out. It's almost like feeling like this thread's dissolving, a little less baggage that is holding us back, because it's an open parachute and the wind is out in our faces, right? So I also could feel a lot of energy being released there. So through the spine, through the back chakras. So yeah, quite powerful. Thank you, Callie. Thank you so much for being here with us. Thank you for sharing your gifts and your friends, helping your friends work on us. And yeah, again, if anybody wants to reach out to Callie, the details will be provided under the YouTube video. So go and check it out. And yeah, if anybody else has anything else to share, if not, we're going to end the session. And yeah, I look forward to having you again with us, Callie. And
My honor.
I follow your work. I follow you on Facebook. And yeah, thank you so much, everybody, and have a good day. Bye bye.